Best players in the league, but I'll tell you what, he's got some amazing skill. This should be a good showdown with Bobrovsky and Ryan Johansson, who won it in Detroit for the Columbus Blue Jackets.
Jackets are 3-1 in shootouts this season. Chicago 4-0.
That means nothing to me.
I'm glad it does.
The Jackets have been here, what, last week? Cam Atkinson was the first shooter in Detroit.
And here it comes. Atkinson moving in. Atkinson shoots, and the stick save there of Crawford.
Atkinson maintains that speed the entire way in here. From the moment he picks up the puck, tries to make a quick move. That puck actually rolled on him. Right at the end, he tried to go 5-hole.
Jenner with the shootout game-winning goal in Detroit. The lone goal, and now Taves. Bobrovsky. Kemp in the blue paint. Now moves out. Taves comes. Taves denied. Bobrovsky kicks out. That right pass. What a stop. He waited him out.
Yep. Taves with a nice power move there. Head fake. Sergei Bobrovsky, boy, that's a great save. Beautiful effort there to keep it 0-0.
Well, against Pittsburgh, back here last weekend, the game-deciding goal by this guy, Ryan Johansson. And now Johansson comes quickly, pulls up, denied.
And that's a similar move. And I wonder if Crawford saw him do this last game, where he comes in and changes pace and waits, keeps it on his forehand, waits for the goalie to move. Crawford doesn't move. Johansson gets to the point where he's got to make a decision, and he pulls it to the backhand. Crawford stays right with him.
From Taves to Kane, the 1-2 punch of Chicago. 15 goals on the year. The points leader for Chicago. Kane comes. Bobrovsky waits, and Kane flips a backhand wide. Again, Bobrovsky waits out the Chicago shooter.
Yeah, Sergei's in full control here. Look at him. He's waiting. He bit on one move. And as that puck goes towards his glove, he waves at it.
And now the Jackets' leading goal scorer. Looking for his first ever shootout goal. Nick Foligno. The Jackets' leading point getter. Down the right side. Crawford out to the hash mark. Backs up. And Foligno shoots it wide.
Foligno changes the angle here. Comes down on a little different. Just a little off center. Saw a little daylight. Tried to snap it there. Missed to the left.
Patrick Sharp, who tied up this hockey game in the second period. There you see his shooting percentage, 27.3. Jackets need a big stop here from Bobrovsky. Sharp picks up the puck at center, crosses the line. The right-handed shooting forward, moves in and tried to roof it and sent it high.
Just kind of flipped it there at the end. Goes from his backhand here late. Backhand, forehand, tried to catch the top part of that net, but ended up putting it over the netting.
Fourth shooter for the Jackets, Matt Calvert. And there's a look at his career numbers. Calvert moving in. Calvert denied.
Calvert goes in, goes for the shot. And Mosey's in, gets the puck way back, loads it up. Corey Crawford, big guy, standing there at the top of his crease. Not a lot of room.
Brad Richards, the next shooter for Chicago, round 4. Richards comes quickly. Bobrovsky denied again. Outstanding goaltending tonight.
Wow.
By Sergei Bobrovsky.
How about that? Richards wastes no time coming in. You see him moving his feet. A little shift in the middle. Continues. Tries to drag Sergei off, but he stays right with him.
Number 9, Jeremy Morin.
Jeremy Morin, what a great story this would be. Looking for his first goal as a Blue Jacket. Moves in, scores! against his former team, and now it's up to Bobrovsky to shut the door.
How about that? That's got to feel unbelievable.
Andrew Shaw walking in, the right-handed shooting forward scores. We're tied again at 1.
Similar play as Morin. Comes in and just gets that in the perfect, kind of in the elbow there. Cracks of Sergei's arm.
How about this? Kevin Connaughton. He put the Jackets ahead in the third period. 3 goals for Connaughton in 6 games with the Jackets. Moves in, and the glove stop there of Crawford.
Wow, looked like Connaughton had Crawford beat. Kind of moseys in. Nonchalant, gets that little leg kick. Crawford didn't move over, but Connaughton's shot ends up in Crawford's glove.
6th shot here for Chicago. Marian Hossa down the right side. Hossa moving in quickly. Denied. Kick save at right pad. Once more of Bobrovsky.
Wow, Hossa with the unconventional slap shot.
Might we be looking at these two teams breaking the record just set last week between Washington and Florida? 20 rounds. Here comes Dubinsky. Everybody on their feet. Dubinsky denied. Who's next for Chicago?
Dubinsky doesn't make a move there. Just kind of tries to beat Crawford. He's got those big legs. Kicked his right pad out.
Versteeg picks up the puck. Down the right side. Versteeg hangs on. And a stick save there of Bobrovsky.
And Versteeg has got, he's got a toolbox full of moves. And here he just tries to fool Sergei and shoot 5-hole. Sergei didn't even go down there. He looks so confident in the net.
We talk about Chicago winning all their previous shootouts. They've only used 3 shooters up until tonight. Now Alexander Wenberg moving in. Wenberg denied the glove stop again of Crawford.
Wenberg there. Waved over the puck. Watch him here. Waves. Kind of gets that stick flopping over the puck. Trying to get Crawford to bite on one of those directions, but he doesn't. Stays right with it.
8th shooter for Chicago. Brandon Saad. 1 for 7 in his career. Saad coming quickly. Saad off the goalpost. Right off the post. And we'll go to round number 9.
That was a quick release by Saad. Beats Bobrovsky, but not the iron.
Take a look at the lower bowl. Everybody in that lower bowl on their feet, and below us here, up high, the fans on their feet as well. Jack Johnson. The Jackets defenseman moves in quickly. Johnson scores!
Jack Johnson, very deliberate. I like Todd Richards getting creative here with the defenseman. Jack Johnson head up the whole way. Big move to his backhand. Gets it back to his forehand, and there's the open space.
Bickle, the 9th shooter, his first career shootout attempt. Sergei Bobrovsky on the edge of the blue paint, comes out. Bickle, denied! The Jackets end a 13-game winless streak against the Chicago Blackhawks and win for the first time since the 28th of March, 2010. The Blue Jackets improved to 8-0-1 in the month of December, picking up 2 points over the top team of the National Hockey League in the name of the Chicago Blackhawks.